Need for Speed Unbound has had a stalled start, we think that's fair to say, but there's always been the chance to keep the game alive with potential updates and DLC. Launching today, Criterion hopes to breathe new life into Need for Speed Unbound with the Volume 2 update, but is it enough to revive Need for Speed Unbound and bring players back for another lap around Lakeshore City? Well, I'm Mark from RacingGames, and here are our thoughts on Need for Speed Unbound's Volume 2 update. With only a handful of game modes and no cop chases, Need for Speed Unbound's online multiplayer was threadbare at launch. Thankfully, the Volume 2 update addresses this with a plethora of additions that give the online multiplayer a much needed overhaul. Better late than never, the Volume 2 update finally lets you evade the cops in online multiplayer, a conspicuously absent feature at launch. As you explore Lakeshore City with friends, police patrol the streets and chase you down if they spot you street racing. This is a welcome addition, as Lakeshore feels more alive with police populating the world. There's an emphasis on teamwork in online cop chases too, as taking out cops chasing other players and helping them escape gives you assist points. Cops are also less aggressive in multiplayer compared to the single player, where their constant presence becomes a nuisance, although you can still get busted if you're not careful. Escaping the police is also an effective way of earning money fast. For now, cops are limited to free roam only and don't appear in races. It's also a shame you can't play as cops and take down other players in high-speed hot pursuit style chases, but never say never. Criterion says Volume 2 is the first step for cops in multiplayer, implying that cops will get further updates in the future. Need for Speed Unbound launched with a noticeable lack of online game modes, with multiplayer events limited to street races, speed races, and Corner King races. The Volume 2 update introduces two new event types, Endurance and Rumble. As the name implies, Endurance events are longer than standard races, giving you a chance to catch up if you mess up the first corner. Rumble, however, is the highlight. These events repurpose the single-player takeover stunt tracks, making for some enjoyably tight and chaotic races. Events now give higher payouts, making it easier to save up and buy new cars, especially as single-player progress and garage cars still don't transfer to multiplayer. Also adding to the variety are 40 new daily challenges. These reset every day and increase in difficulty. Again, this is another lucrative way of earning money. It's possible to earn around $60,000 a day by completing daily challenges, a tidy sum if you ask us. Prioritizing the multiplayer for Unbound's first DLC update was the right call. After all, this is what will keep players returning after completing the single-player campaign. Another issue with Need for Speed Unbound is the car roster. While Unbound launched with the largest car collection in the series to date, most were recycled from predecessor Need for Speed Heat. Unfortunately, Volume 2's new cars leave a lot to be desired. Volume 2 adds 3 new rides to the roster: the 2021 Mercedes Maybach S-Class, 2021 Lotus Emira Balmain Epic Custom Build, and 1971 Nissan Fairlady ZG Epic Custom Build. The Emira's eye-watering wrap was inspired by a custom design Lotus created for a publicity event. After it went viral, Criterion created it for the game. Out of these, only the Maybach is new to Need for Speed Unbound, unlocked as an Ultimate Luxury Hot Laps Challenge reward. Once unlocked, you can buy the opulent saloon for around $230,000. The remaining 2 cars are modified versions of existing models in the base game with custom body kits. After waiting months for new content, that's really disappointing. Worse still, the Nissan Fairlady ZG Epic Custom Build is an exclusive reward for EA Play subscribers, so it's inaccessible for most players. New banner stickers, driving effects, and character remotes are also included in the Volume 2 update, but these are negligible additions to be honest. Need for Speed Unbound's Volume 2 update is a step in the right direction, but it ultimately feels too little too late. The new online multiplayer events are fun and engaging, higher cash payouts improve progression, and cops bring the online free roaming to life. But these are core features that should have been in the game at launch, not added 4 months later. Need for Speed games don't have a brilliant reputation when it comes to post-launch support. Need for Speed Heat was swiftly abandoned after release, and sadly Unbound seems to be following this trend. Compared to the Crew 2 seasons, Unbound's post-launch support has been pretty lackluster so far. Volume 2 won't bring players rushing back, but Need for Speed Unbound isn't a write-off just yet. EA's Battlefield 2042 and Battlefront 2 proved that abandoned live service games can be salvaged with consistent updates that respond to community feedback. EA and Criterion have hinted at more updates to come, but ultimately time will tell if this will be enough to save Need for Speed Unbound from the scrapyard. What do you think? Do you feel Need for Speed Unbound is starting to head in the right direction, or have EA and Criterion taken their foot off the gas with this update? Let us know down below, and why not subscribe to the channel while you're there. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from RacingGames, and we'll catch you here on the channel for another video soon.